welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to vinyl wrap, Hydrodip, and water slide a pen. It's so much fun with my last video doing the tack it method. I decided why not take this further and let's try a vinyl wrap, let's try Hydrodip, let's do a water slide, and this is what I came out with. So keep on watching and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So if you've seen in my last video, I did tack it method glitter pens. And so, of course, I wanted to take it a step beyond that. I don't think that I'm the only one, but I decided, can we wrap? Can we wrap these pens with printable vinyl? And the answer is yes, we can. Also, I wanted to see if how it would look. Obviously, it seems like whatever you can do to tumblers, you can also do to pens. So I did get a request for a white glitter pen with sunflowers on it. Printing out little teeny tiny sunflowers is just not gonna happen. So I did it on water slide, and so I'm gonna be applying that. But another thing I did was I had a, this was my weeding tool. It was a real skinny weeding tool, and I don't like, I just wasn't comfortable in my hands. So I actually took a pen that I messed up on and I glued it to this, and so this was the print that I used. It was it's camouflage, the Digicami, and I don't want that for myself, so I'm actually going to wrap it in this, and so it looks kind of like glitter. And let's get started with that. So I'm going to put you down. And so this is already covered in epoxy. I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm just literally going to just cover this. This is for my own personal use, so if it's not perfect, it's not a big deal. And let me get, I should probably use my weeding tool, right? Let's use my new grippy weeding tool to weed the vinyl that I'm going to put over it. Because I do like this weeding tool. It was too skinny, and I had a thing around it. My daughter yanked it off. I had this little thingy on it. It's like a pencil grippy, I don't know. And she took it off, and I was like, forget it. I'm not going to put it back on. So what I do for this is so easy. I just put my vinyl down. Now make sure it's a little bit from each end, because when you epoxy over it, you want to be able to seal it. And just line it up, just eyeball it. And I do have a little overlap, and I will show you what size I used so that it will be nice and easy for you. I use Cricut Design Space, so I'll show you the dimensions I used on Cricut. So that is it. Just roll it on, press it, make sure it's smooth. And there, I have a whole new look to my weeding pen. It's like super cool. Oh, I really like this one. All right, so this pen I've already prepped, and no need to sand it because it's getting vinyl over it. So I did the Digicami again because this is for an order. So I need to get on the ball and get this pen done. I totally messed up. I got epoxy in the end because I didn't plug my end, and I got sloppy with it, and I couldn't get this part through, and I scraped and scraped and scraped until I scraped the little thingies out on the inside that makes it click, so couldn't use it. But except for I could use it for this. I'm all about trying to save things if I can, because yeah, you're gonna mess up in crafting. If you don't, good for you. I am not perfect, and yeah, I do mess up, and so now it's either a way to recycle it or instead of throwing it away. I hate to throw stuff away. So again, with this, I'm just gonna line it up, make sure there's a little bit on each end, and I'm gonna put it down, just smooth down that edge and just roll it on. And that's it. Now I have a Digicami pen for a woman's son who is in the Army, and I'm gonna put his name on there. That easy. So you could take, I know Design Space has, or it's a, Design Bundles. I get a lot of designs from Design Bundles. Etsy also has a lot of designs too, where you can get like these background, like wallpaper things. They have a lot of free designs. This was a free one on Design Bundles. It's, you know, obviously it's like a distressed like glitter or something. I don't know. It just looked cool to me. So you can check them out, or you can, you know, purchase any cover background. I don't even know what you call these on Etsy as well. So that's it for these. I will epoxy these. I will plug my ends this time. Make sure I don't mess up that. I don't want to mess up another pen. And I got to get these out to my customer. I'm going to show you in Cricut Design Space the height and width of the image that I'm going to use to fit on the pen to work as a full pen wrap. So I'm going to choose this Galaxy design, which I've already uploaded, and I'm going to insert my image into Design Space. Then I'm going to go down to the image and I'm going to unlock it. After I unlock it, I'm going to go up to the size, and the width is going to be 1.5. And the height is going to be 4.7. So let me just get that in there. This is the size that I found works the best for the InkJoy pen. So if you have another type of pen, then you're going to have to measure the diameter and the height. But this is what works. So then I'm going to go and I'm going to hit Make It, because this is a print and cut. And I'm printing this on printable vinyl. So that's how it's going to look. And I'm going to hit Continue. And then I'm going to go Send to Printer. And I'm going to use System Dialog. And this is where, and I'm going to take off the bleed. We don't need bleed for this because it's just a rectangle. So the System Dialog, if you didn't know what this was, and I just found this out not too long ago, and I had such problems with printing images, and I was like, there's lines in them. Why are they not coming up okay? This is where you can set your printer settings. So it's going to stop here and pull up your print screen. And so you can go into Preferences and change your papers, your quality, and everything else. I didn't know this, so up until recently. So if you didn't, here's a little tip. So I'm okay because I'm already set where I want it to be. And I'm going to hit print, and it's going to print out to my printer. And then I'm going to adjust my dial to custom. And I'm going to do printable vinyl. And then I'm going to load it in. I'm not going to show you cutting it because it's going to take 2 seconds. But that's how I do a print and cut. Okay, here we are getting ready to do our Hydrodip. Andrew is putting on his glove. He wants to make sure that there was no glitter in the glove because he loves glitter.
No, no, you have too much glitter.
All right, so you wanted blue, black, gold, and white. And yes. Here's your pens. So do you want to start with the white one?
I think I want to start with the white one.
Okay, so then I wouldn't put white in the bucket. Here's blue, and I already shook them up.
Okay.
Do black, black, and gold. I can't get this with one hand.
Boo.
Can you open these?
Yes.
These are really cool. You can do it in the house. So just shake it in the bucket. All right, that looks good. Do your black. And your gold. These are so easy. And give it a swirl with the skewer. You know what? I would throw some more blue in there.
More blue?
Yeah. Put a little bit more blue in there.
Okay.
I'll hold that. A little bit of blue. A little bit of swirl. And the cool thing about Hydrodip is no matter how many times you do the same colors,
Oh, it's breaking.
It's all gonna come out different ways. Okay, here, just dip and twist. Remember how you did your cup?
Yep.
Alright. Dip and twist on an angle. When you get to all the way in, do a quick shake. And pull it up. Let's see what you got. Oh, look how cool that is. Twist it. Neat. But the gold got lost. Huh.
Yeah, the gold got lost, but it did put a little shine on it. If you could see right there, like it did come a little bit, but that's the way that I wanted it, because with my normal cup, the gold didn't really show that well, but this does. So that's the reason why I wanted to try it again.
Stick that back in the holder. Okay, so we decided we didn't like the second Hydrodip, so we're going to do it again. Or I'm going to do it again. He gave up. He went back to playing his games. I'm going to clean this up. I have a strainer. You can get these at the dollar store. And this one's just for cleaning up the extra paint that you can't get it to stick to the side or come out. So I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. Now you can do Hydrodips with spray paint, but that needs to be done outside, obviously, unless you're in a super well ventilated area, which I don't have to do spray paint. So these marbles are really, really good for doing inside. All right, so I'm gonna do, you want it blue. Let me shake some blue in there. Some black. White. Now I'm going to go back in with a shake of blue. And then take my skewer, wherever that is. I had one. There it is. And I'm going to just kind of twirl it around a little bit. Looks like that white might take over. But that might be okay. Now I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to dip and twist as I put it down. I'm going to get to the bottom, put it all the way in, give it a shake, and pull it out. And it came out much different this time. That's pretty cool. I like it. Shake off the excess water. That's really neat. Now you can just put epoxy over it and then do a decal on epoxy and you have a pretty cool swirl pen. Okay, here is my white glittered pen. I used Fresh Snow from Glitter Makes It, of course. And there'll be a link for them down below if you want to order this. White glitter is so super pretty. I use it very often. All right, so I'm going to put this water slide onto this pen, and because she wanted her name and the sunflower, so I thought it would be easier to do water slide. I hate using water slide, but I love the way it looks when it's done. And so, sorry, I put it in my bucket, and sometimes the ends curl up, so you can just push them down a little bit or flip them upside down until it's done curling. So the point of water slide soaking it is to get the paper back to release from it. If you're not familiar with water slide, it's like tattoo paper, only it slides off the back instead of you putting it down and sticking on something and then having the backing release. This one, the back releases and you slide it onto your surface. It has this, and there's two different kinds of water slides. There's white and there's clear. And so the white is for darker surfaces and then the clear is for lighter surfaces. And it's really cool because the clear, you will see the glitter through the colors and it'll be real subtle, but just very, very pretty. And so I do love the way it looks. I do hate using it though. I struggle with it. I really do. I will admit I struggle with water slides, and a lot of times I will go through a couple of them before I get it right, especially when I'm dealing with something smaller. So it's definitely releasing nicely. And so I'm just gonna put it at the end. And I'm just gonna slide it off carefully and making sure it's wrapping around my pen. Guys, make sure you're putting it on the right way. Make sure that you know if your customer is right-handed or left-handed, because that's going to make a difference where you're going to want to put the name. So if they're right-handed, you're going to want them looking at it. If they're left-handed, you would put it this way. So make sure you find out whoever's ordering the pen if they're right-handed or left-handed. And so I'm actually gonna just kind of water this down a little bit more because the name isn't straight, and I want to straighten the name out a little bit. I'm just gonna gently slide it. Be careful, guys, with your water slides. They rip so easy. That's another reason why too you want to put a good sealant on it, because it does help it from ripping. It makes it, I think, more durable, if you will. Just a little bit easier, like a little easier to maneuver without it tearing on you. I've torn so many water slides. I've gone through so much water slide paper, it's ridiculous. But sometimes it just looks good on what you want to do. So I've got it all smoothed out, I think. I'm just gonna grab a paper towel and just blot it, get all the excess water off. But how cute is that, right? The sunflowers and her name, Angela. Super cute. It looks awesome, but it's such a pain to deal with. So I just want to show you that I actually changed the way I'm holding my pencils or my pens onto my cup turner. So I was using blue painter's tape, but I just didn't find that it was securing it enough, so I decided to do 3 rubber bands instead, and that's been holding beautifully. So just, you know, a tip. You can do, you know, what works for you, but what's working for me right now is the rubber bands. And also, just to show you this, here is my little end. I'm just gonna pull that out. That's my little, whoop, my end stuffer, so that I don't get epoxy in there. Okay, my pens are all cured, and I'm gonna pull them off and assemble them, and they are gonna be done. I did these in batches, because I have these that are already done. And remember, the Vaseline, when you're doing this, it makes them come off so nice and easy, and that's what we want. We want them to come off nice and easy. Don't forget to plug your ends so you don't get epoxy in the ends. Easy peasy. This one's blue. Getting a lot of requests for blue. So I think that's probably going to be the dominant color in the future. Or my future of orders, rather. The Hydrodip pen. Oops. And last but not least, the, whoa, I'm used to videoing the other way, and I was told to switch it to landscape, so I'm like all over the place. Oh, and so water slide. Last one in this batch, water slide. Uh-oh. This one didn't come out as easily. Oh, there we go, just pop through. Let's see. Make sure this clicks nice. All right, it's good. Here we have it.
Hi, guys.
here comes my little helper. She's stealing my pens. She likes my pens. So, vinyl wrap, Hydrodip, and water slide. So we're not just limited to, oh, I gotta get used to this. So we're not limited to just glittering. We can vinyl wrap, we can Hydrodip. These pens, I think whatever you can do to a cup, you can do to a pen. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.